Chamber This Morning, presented by the Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce.
And it is time for Chamber This Morning, and Lesley Webster of the Convention and Visitors Bureau joining us in studio this Friday morning. Lesley, good to see you.
Good morning.
So you've been busy.
It's been busy. We're finally starting to wind down a little bit.
So you started in January of
Yes.
this year.
Mm-hmm.
If you could maybe give us an assessment of what you think things have gone so far this summer. Of course, RAGBRAI ending in Clinton.
Right. I think it was terrific. It was fun to jump into a job where I got to immediately start really big things like RAGBRAI, and then to see that all come into fruition and to do really well. So then after that, we had the visits from the American Countess. And although those are large and they have about 200 people or so at a time, after you've had 20,000 people in town, 200 feels pretty easy. So that's been good.
So, of course, your job is, of course, to bring people into our community.
Right.
What do you think are some of the selling points of Clinton now that you've been in town for about 10 months?
Sure. We have a lot of great selling points. So, of course, there's the really obvious outdoor things. Our riverfront is incredible. Even just this week, I had 2 different people that stopped by the chamber office because they were traveling the Great River Road, and neither of them had been up to our riverfront. So I said, you need to go to that stoplight right there and turn right and just follow that so you can see it. So I think our riverfront's amazing. I love everything about that. And also kind of being in this area for a lot of years. I love the Mississippi, and I think people that have grown up here their whole life forget about how amazing it is to have that resource. So that's one of my favorite things. I love to highlight that, and the outdoorsy things like the Arboretum and the Eagle Point and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, I think we have a really fun identity as being we have all of these resale and antique shops and some kind of fun little quirky shops. If you go down to like Freckled Frog or Lulu Joe's, there are just so many neat little shops here. And I love that, because in a large town, you get small shops that disappear. Nobody sees them. But we have the right size town that you can highlight all those things and they can become part of our town's personality. So I really love that.
Now, of course, the area includes Fulton as well as Comanche.
Yes.
How do you kind of get people to take a look at those 2 communities?
Sure. So we've already been working with Comanche for a while, like our My Bike program. We have bicycle stations there in Comanche at Platt Park and Triangle Park. Those might have been pulled already for the season, but they might still be out there. And if they are still out there, you should go ride because they're going to be pulled soon. So we work with them. And of course, they have a few events like Comanche Days and stuff like that we'll promote. As well, then Fulton, we've already been promoting a lot of those things and activities, but I'm trying to be more intentional with that and work more directly with Fulton Tourism, and also really emphasize the fact that we're this bi-state community. And I believe we're all stronger together. We have so much to offer, but because none of us are real big towns, it's really important for us to join together and be that strong force.
Again, visiting with Lesley Webster, Convention and Visitors Bureau on Chamber this morning, and a big event coming up soon, and we need to get some people signed up for it.
We do. So we have the Father-Daughter Dance that's coming up on November 14th. It's 2 to 4 p.m. at Vista Grande. And they can register right now if you go to the Chamber's website and look under events, I believe it is. Also, you can just email myself, cvb@clintonia.com, or email Jenny at, I believe it is jhome, I think, at clintonia.com. And either of us can send you that information as well. And it is scheduled to post on social media as well. I think Tuesday next week we'll have a link that you can click on and go there and register. So it's not, I just realized I don't have the price on this flyer. It's not expensive.
No.
I don't remember. Do you
I
remember
couldn't
what it
recall
is?
you what the price is, but no, it's very
not
reasonable.
Expensive, right. And Vista Grande has been awesome because not only do they provide the location for us, they actually do all the decorating and everything. And so if you haven't had a chance to be at an event out there, a wedding or whatever it might be, go out and see it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is another selling point for the community, Vista
Right.
Grande.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Father-Daughter Dance took some time off due to the pandemic, but I know
Right.
in years past this was very, very successful.
Right. It sounds like it was a great big event. This is, of course, my first time being involved with it. But told Jenny, I said, I'm happy to help with that. And plus, it's a great opportunity to bring people from other areas, because if you don't have something like this, how special to make a day with your daughter and come do lunch, maybe take her to candlelight or something, but then go to this father-daughter dance. It's such an important relationship, and it shows girls how they should expect to be treated. So go do that. Take them out for a special day.
Very good point. Now, coming up on Monday, it will be our annual Mardi Gras parade. I would imagine you're looking forward to seeing this parade for the first time.
I am. I'm also looking for someone who can explain to me how Mardi Gras became our Halloween theme.
That was explained to me, and I can't recall why, but
Okay.
you would need to talk to Mary Jo Dobson at Gateway Travel, and she would be able to tell
Okay.
you. So
Mary Jo Dobson at Gateway Travel.
and she would be able to explain why it's called Mardi Gras.
All right.
I should know that, being a native Clintonian, but I do not. But it's coming up on Monday.
It's Monday evening, and it sounds like it's a huge deal. I'm excited to see it. And of course, the theme this year is cartoons. So it'll be fun to see how those not booths, that's not the word I want. What's the word I want? Floats. Thank you. How those floats come into shape. And
You're thinking of booths because when you go somewhere, you're sitting at a booth.
exactly.
And visiting with Lesley Webster. Wrapping it up with you, of course, you're completing your first year. Looking ahead now to 2022, what are some of the things that you would like to see take place?
Sure. Well, we already have some exciting plans in place. I'm working with Lou Ray from Deja Vu. We're working on a Jeep ride. I don't know exactly what it's called yet, but that's a big thing. So we're looking at that in the beginning of June next year. And of course, Music on the Avenue and Finally Friday will be coming back. So we're kind of actually trying to tie this Jeep ride into a full weekend of activities for that. There's a gentleman in Fulton, John Dale, who does Christian concerts and promotes Christian concerts. And he and I have been talking about doing a 2-day music festival sometime next summer. So those are two things that have already come up that we're focusing on. In January, Sawmill Museum has their food and beverage testing, although Matt made a joke that right now it's hard to get food. It might just be beverage. But then also in February, I'm working with the Prince of Peace Irish Boosters for their kind of a Fat Tuesday theme. It's a similar food and beverage tasting. So that'll be fun.
Well, that'll be good. So it looks like you're looking forward to your second year here in our community.
Right. There's a lot to do.
People would like to find out more information. Again, how can they best do that?
So I encourage people to follow us on social media. Go to Facebook or Instagram to visit Clinton, Iowa, or visit Fulton. It's not Visit Fulton, Illinois, but Visit Fulton is theirs. So go look at those. Also, you can just check out the Chamber newsletter. If you don't get the newsletter and you want it, just shoot us an email. We're happy to forward it to you.
Lesley, great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you
good
so much.
weekend.
All right, you too.